Penguins are a group of aquatic flightless birds. They live almost exclusively in the Southern Hemisphere, with only one species, the Galapagos penguin, found north of the equator. Highly adapted for life in the water, penguins have counter-shaded dark and white plumage and flippers for swimming. Most penguins feed on krill, fish, squid, and other forms of sea life which they catch while swimming underwater. They spend roughly half of their lives on land and the other half in the sea. Although almost all penguin species are native to the Southern Hemisphere, they are not found only in cold climates, such as Antarctica. In fact, only a few species of penguin live so far south. Several species are found in the temperate zone, but one species, the Galapagos penguin, lives near the equator. The largest living species is the emperor penguin, Aptenidites firsteri. On average, adults are about 1.1 m, 3 feet 7 in, tall, and weigh 35 kilograms 77 pounds. The smallest penguin species is the little blue penguin, Udiptula minor, also known as the fairy penguin, which stands around 33 centimeters, 13 in, tall, and weighs 1 kilogram 2.2 pounds. Among extant penguins, larger penguins inhabit colder regions, while smaller penguins are generally found in temperate or even tropical climates. Some prehistoric species attained enormous sizes, becoming as tall or as heavy as an adult human. These were not restricted to Antarctic regions. On the contrary, subantarctic regions harbored high diversity, and at least one giant penguin occurred in a region around 2,000 kilometers south of the equator, 35 Maya, in a climate decidedly warmer than today. The word penguin first appears in the 16th century as a synonym for the great auk. 6. When European explorers discovered what are today known as penguins in the Southern Hemisphere, they noticed their similar appearance to the great auk of the Northern Hemisphere, and named them after this bird, although they are not closely related. Some dictionaries suggest a derivation from Welsh pen, head, and wyn, white, including the Oxford English Dictionary, the American Heritage Dictionary, the Century Dictionary, and Merriam-Webster, on the basis that the name was originally applied to the great auk, either because it was found on Whitehead Island, Welsh, penguin, in Newfoundland, or because it had white circles around its eyes, though the head was black. Since 1871, the Latin word penguins has been used in scientific classification to name the genus of the great auk, Penguins impennis, meaning penguin without flight feathers, which became extinct in the mid-19th century. As confirmed by a 2004 genetic study, the genus Penguins belongs in the family of the auks within the order of the Charadriiformes. The birds currently known as penguins were discovered later and were so named by sailors because of their physical resemblance to the great auk. Despite this resemblance, however, they are not auks, and they are not closely related to the great auk. They do not belong in the genus Penguinus, and are not classified in the same family and order as the great auk. They were classified in 1831 by Bonaparte in several distinct genera within the family Sphenicida and order Spheniciformes. The number of extant penguin species is debated. Depending on which authority is followed, penguin biodiversity varies between 17 and 20 living species, all in the subfamily Sphenicidae. Some sources consider the white-flippered penguin a separate Udiptula species, while others treat it as a subspecies of the little blue penguin. The actual situation seems to be more complicated.